My pet election video was just to show how elections using the d'Hondt system work. Once you know how the d'Hondt system works, the easiest way to look at poll data is just to use percentages. That's what percentages are for, making data easier to understand, not for confusing school pupils. The poll data I'm going to look at here is the data on the second vote from the Survation poll from 11th to 16th February 2016. I'm going to use the national data in a typical region with 9 constituency seats and 7 regional seats. The first thing I will look at is the SNP vote to see if the SNP could get a regional seat. If the SNP got all the constituency seats, the regional vote would be divided by the 9 constituency seats plus 1. 45 divided by 10 equals 4.5, which would definitely be too low. If the SNP lost 1 seat, the regional vote would be divided by 8 constituency seats plus 1. 45 divided by 9 equals 5, which would still be too low. If the SNP lost 2 seats, the regional vote would be divided by 7 constituency seats plus 1. 45 divided by 8 equals about 5.6, which could be enough. Now to look at the other parties, it's best to use a table. I'm assuming that in the table that none of the other parties gained a constituency seat. It is easy to look at other cases once the table's drawn. The first column of numbers is the percentage vote divided by the 0 seats so far plus 1, which is the percentage vote divided by 1, which is just their percentage vote. This is the percentage vote that counts to take the first seat. The second column of numbers is the percentage vote divided by their 1 seat so far plus 1, which is percentage vote divided by 2. This is the percentage vote that counts to take their second seat. The third column of numbers is the percentage vote divided by their 2 seats so far plus 1, which is the percentage vote divided by 3. This is the percentage vote that counts to take the third seat. We don't need a fourth column here, but if Labour gets up to the low 20s, you need a fourth column as they can get a fourth seat. We can ignore the percentages under 5% as 5% won't take a seat. Now look at the highest percentages. Labour have the highest and get the first regional seat. The Conservatives are now the highest and they get their first seat. Labour are now highest again, they get their second seat. The Greens are now highest and they get the next seat. The Conservatives are now the highest and they get their second seat. And the Liberals take the 6th seat and Labour takes the last seat. The regional result is 3 seats to Labour, 2 seats to the Conservatives, 1 to the Greens and 1 to the Liberals. Now what would have happened if Labour had got 1 of the constituency seats? They would then not have got their first divide by 1 regional seat and UKIP would have a seat in the Scottish Parliament. The SNP could not take it as with 1 constituency seat lost they are still divided by 9. 45 divided by 9 equals 5, which is too low. The same would happen if the Tories took a constituency seat. Would tactical voting Green have saved us from UKIP? The Greens have 8.8% already and an extra 3% would give them 11.8, which divided by 2 gives 5.9, and they would take their extra second seat instead of UKIP. This is an extremely low extra tactical vote and I would expect the vote to grow by more than that. What about Rise and Tommy Sheridan's Solidarity? They were only in others in this poll and I don't think they were mentioned, so it's hard to tell their standing. They need to work on brand recognition as Rise are new and Tommy Sheridan is, in the public's eyes, associated with Hope Over Fear and not his own Solidarity Party. All they need to do is reach around 6% of the second vote. We need them to get out and active in radical independences, working class schemes, build their second vote, and also knock back the working class UKIP vote.